Hello everyone to the very first class, which is like an orientation class of CFP certification, that is Certified Financial Planner certification. Thank you for choosing FPA Edutech, and I'm sure you all are going to have an amazing journey. Just to introduce myself, my name is Yukti Gala and I'm a certified financial planner myself. I have almost a decade's experience in wealth management industry as well as into training CFP certification students. I've been teaching from the old curriculum of CFP and now the curriculum is much better and I'm sure you all are going to enjoy. This certification is not only going to help you with theoretical knowledge but with also a lot of practical knowledge which is going to help you get there in the financial planning industry, wealth management industry, portfolio management, tax consultancy and so many other things. Leaving that aside right now, let's start and understand how your journey of CFP certification is going to be like. Before I move there, because you all have chosen FPA Edutech, a little brief about FPA Edutech. So FPA Edutech is one of the leading institutions or training companies, and we have been training students, I think approximately more than 5 lakh in the past 15 years as on date. And we offer various certifications in the domain of accounting and finance. Majorly, all of these are international certifications which are valid in India and abroad. So we've been training students on CFP, that is Certified Financial Planner, and we are one of the premium training provider in India. So FPSB India, that is the board of CFP certification, the board that provides this certification, which is FPSB. FPSB India has education providers in 2 different segments as of now. I'm sure in the future they are going to improvise further on that as well. Right now, FPSB India has 2 different kind of partners or providers, education providers. The one which is called as premium education providers, and the other that is a authorized education provider. So we are proud to say that we are one of the premium education providers of very few in India. To become a premium education provider, there are a couple of KPIs that we have to meet, and only then we become a premium, and we have been meeting that from quite some time. This is about CFP certification and the association with FPSBI. We also further offer CFA, CISI, CMA, US and ACCA. All of these certifications specialize in the domain of accounting and finance, and we also help our students with placements. Especially in CFP, it's not only an employment placement, but we also help our students get placed either as an employee or as a partner. So there are multiple opportunities available depending on the company that you choose or the company that chooses you, of course. So this is about what we offer at FPA Edutech. Moving on further, our vision and mission is very clear. We want to become, and we are, one of the leading education providers or institutes in the domain of finance and accounting. We have, in fact, in 2024, won 2 awards for the Best Financial Planning Training Institute and the Best Education Provider with FPSBI for CFP certification. Our mission is again very clear that we want to train a lot of students who will, of course, then become either employees or entrepreneurs and have a beautiful career and a successful career in the domain of accounting and finance, maybe moving on further to fintech as well. So this is all about our vision and mission. Let me introduce to our mentors who usually take the CFP certification lectures. The team is very big, and I don't want to bore all of you with all these important, non-important things. Whatever is very important is what I'm right now discussing with you. Because you are a student who is just watching through the recordings, I don't want you all to get bored and of course sleep off. And I'm sure even if you're a working professional or a student, you all should be enjoying all these videos. So I'll try and make it as interactive as possible. Like you see the mentors, that's me, Yukti Gala, CFP, and I look at the entire CFP vertical at FPA. We have Sagar Chheda, who again has n number of experience in the field of training, especially taxation. Hetika Ladhani again is a CFP. In fact, Sagar Chheda is also a CFP. Hetika Ladhani is a CFP and is a faculty at FPA. And again, we have Aman Shah, who's a CFP and CFA as well. He is one of the industry mentors in financial planning and wealth management. This is a little bit background about all our mentors. The team is huge. We have admin department, social media, we have doubt solving team to help you with all your doubts related to the content, and many more things is what we're going to provide to you, which I'm going to discuss further in this video. But as of now, moving further, what is that you all are going to learn in CFP certification? So there are 4 modules majorly in CFP certification. The very first, like you all see, A is your investment planning. B, named as retirement tax planning. C, risk management and estate planning. And D, being integrated financial planning and financial plan assessment. What are these all the topics about, or what are these subjects or modules about? Investment planning, like the name states itself, what do you think it would be? Right? Investments, that's the core to it. But it's not only about investing. How do you invest? Where do you invest? Yes, that is important. But there are a lot of other things which are important apart from that. Like there are so many calculations that you should be aware of. Not mathematical calculations, so don't worry. But a lot of calculations that you will be doing either on Excel sheet or the financial calculator itself. It is also important to learn risk profiling, data gathering of the client, the behavioral finance for the client. It's important to learn asset classes, asset allocation, how do we manage our cash flows, and so many other things is what we are going to discuss in investment planning. Right from your FD, bank savings account, to your mutual fund, stock, derivatives, real estate, bonds, so many other things is what we are going to discuss in investment planning. Investment planning is a specialist certification. So your A, B and C are called as specialist certifications. Even if you complete your investment planning and claim a specialist certification from the board, that specialist certification can also help you get a job even when you all are preparing for your CFP certification, other module exams. So even if passing one exam can help you get a job or start or put your foot in the finance industry. There are so many topics that are mentioned out here which you learn. And of course, the curriculum is vast but interesting at the very same time. The second module that we discuss here is retirement and tax planning. Like investment planning is majorly talking about the strategies of investment, fundamental technical analysis as well. Retirement planning and tax planning, on the other hand, concentrates on the retirement products, the retirement strategies, what to do before and post retirement. Only it's not important that you just invest towards your retirement, but what are you going to do after retirement is also something which is very important. Discussing all these objectives, principles, strategies of retirement planning. And tax planning, on the other hand. Now we know there are so many products available in the market for a person who wants to retire after a couple of years and for a person who's already retired. There are a lot of products which you all are going to learn in this. And if you already know a couple of products, you're going to deep dive in it. Now, understanding these products is not only from an investment angle, but there are so many products in the market which can also help you save tax. So it gives you the benefit of investments plus taxation, that is reducing your taxes. I am not talking about tax evasion here. I am talking about tax planning and saving over here. So there are so many tools that help you with taxation or which helps you reduce your taxation. In this particular module, you are going to learn right from the scratch of residential status, all the heads of income, all 5 heads of income, your deductions, your filing, and all of those things is what you all are going to learn in the Indian taxation part. Moving on to the further module, we have risk management and estate planning. Again, a very important module. Just think about it. Risk management, what comes to your mind? Answer to yourself and check if it's right. Risk management is all about insurance planning. Insurance planning would include life, general, medical, everything. That's about insurance planning, that is risk management. What kind of insurance should be taken? Endowment, term plan, money back policy, ULIP policy. Should I take a general insurance policy, let's say for my house or not, for fire, for theft, etc. I'm sure you all would have watched Oh My God movie, and it shows a certain circumstances of when and how insurance money is received or not, right? When Paresh Rawal is trying and putting a case through either the insurance company or to God, basically. So insurance is a very interesting topic with very interesting examples, and I'm sure you all are going to enjoy it. It has a lot of theory, but at the same time it has so many practical insights that a person has to follow in the personal financial planning. So that's about insurance. You are also going to learn something called as estate planning. Estate means real estate? Not at all. Estate planning does not mean real estate here. Estate planning means how exactly my assets after my demise, meaning death, sorry for the harsh language, after my demise, how are my assets going to be distributed to the future generation? That's what we discuss in estate planning. So how exactly my assets will be distributed after my demise as per my wish. I might have a wish of distributing couple of my assets as just charity, and I want to distribute couple of my assets to my friends, of course family and friends and charity. So when I'm alive, what all things should I do so that my assets or estate precisely is here nothing but all the assets that I will have after my demise, how will that go to the future generation or whomsoever I want to transfer the wealth to? So that there are less court cases, and after the demise the family already has an emotional loss. Financial loss is something they will not be able to bear, and that's why estate planning helps with a smooth transactional transfer to the future generation, which also tries and reduces taxes for the legal heirs. That is estate planning. Why should you learn it? There are multiple reasons. There are very few courses that teach you estate planning in the first place. So when you all are dealing with HNIs, ultra HNIs, that is high net worth individuals, or ultra high net worth individuals, when you all are dealing with these people, or when you all are dealing with any client for the matter of fact, right, upper middle class or HNI, ultra HNI, any client for the matter of fact, every client has earned that money with hard work, and that's why we are the people they will come to. We are like a family doctor, we are like a family financial planner. Any situation their family faces, they are going to reach out to us for their finances and well-being, and that's why we should know this topic very well. And there is a very huge scope in this topic, estate, right? I mean, just to give you a very basic example, you should learn this because even writing a will is something which is so basic and easy, but it's a taboo subject in our country, and a lot of people do not want to go ahead with it, do not want to write a will, and do not even want to discuss about it. And that's when people make mistake. Even when people don't write a will, of course it's a mistake, but even when people write a will, they might miss or write something wrong in the will, and then that will go for a toss and the court will reject the will. Even that is possible, and that's why it's very, very important. So I wanted to stress some time in it, but as in when you all go further and learn about it, I'm sure you all are going to enjoy it. The last module is integrated financial planning and financial plan assessment. This is your CFP certification final module or the final level. But before I enter into it, your A, B and C, like I said, these are called as specialist certifications. All these specialist certifications do not have any order for the exam. Like, if you all want to give the exam of, let's say, retirement and tax planning module first, you can do that. And then you can go and give the exam of investment planning. Even that is possible. So it is up to you whether you want to give the exam of investment planning first, retirement tax planning, or risk management estate planning. A, B and C do not have an order as 1, 2, 3. Why? Because all of these are different in nature. So whatever you all learn, you all can learn specializing in retirement tax and then go and give the exam. You all can learn risk and estate first and then go and give the exam and then give the exam of investment. Anything is possible. Now, A, B and C, like I said, are the specialist modules. Once you pass all three, only then you enter to the final module. Let's say you gave the module B as your first exam, but you did not clear it, unfortunately. Just in case, you can give that exam again, or you can give A now and then come back to B later. Anything is possible. It's very flexible in nature. So once you do A, B and C, only then you go for the final level. That's the criteria. But between A, B and C, it's very flexible. Now once you clear A, B, C, you go to the final level. Why? Because final level includes the concepts and the curriculum of A, B and C as well. It's kind of a mixture. So your final level has two parts. The first part of your IFP, that is integrated financial planning module, the first part is FPA. FPA as in not FPA Edutech, but FPA as in financial plan construction. How exactly a financial plan is constructed practically? You will be given a case study. Let's say, for example, you are given my case study. You will be given a case study of an individual. Let's say you all are given my case study, Yukti Gala, let's say age XYZ. Then you all are given income, you all are given expenses, you all will be given assets, liabilities of an individual. Okay, you all will be given family details, you all will be given cash flow statements and so many other things. Based on all these things, and very importantly, goals, financial goals. What kind of goals? So financial goals like retirement planning, like education, buying a bike, or let's say investing for, accumulating wealth for a business. All of these things. Based on that, you are supposed to create a financial plan. Now, what is this financial plan like? So simple. First of all, after becoming a CFP, what is going to be your job role? Are you going to sell insurance? Are you going to sell mutual funds? Are you only going to sell PMS? No. So ideally, after completing your CFP certification, there are various fields that open. If you want to go into sales, marketing, it is your choice. If you want to go into financial planning per se, like hardcore financial planning and advisory, where you are making financial plans and advising people and trying and helping them to invest in a right manner, including all the assets, including real estate, including equity, including debt, PMS, everything. You include all these things, you look at the loans, liabilities, you also check the insurance of the client. So financial plan construction is not only an investment planning, that when and where and how the client should invest. That's not only what a CFP does. There is so many other things that a CFP does. CFP takes care about investment when, where, how much. CFP also takes care about how much insurance is required, which policy is required, which is the right policy. So there is no mis-selling that you're doing, because you have to be very ethical as a financial planner. You also look at the taxation of the client, try and help the client reduce taxes. All of these things is what a financial planner looks at. Estate planning. So all of the modules basically. You try and mix all of them, all of the financial planning modules or your certified financial planning curriculum modules. All the specialist module will help you to create an entire financial plan for a person. So IFP has two parts. One is a financial plan construction and another is exam. This is like a project which you have to pass, and even an exam that you have to pass. Only then all of your exams of CFP certification are done, and then you can go ahead and gain some experience and then apply for the certification. I'll throw some light on that later. Coming back to this project, you have to pass in this project by making this financial plan. You are usually given almost a month's time to create this financial plan, which is compulsory on an Excel sheet. So we teach you that Excel sheet as well. We teach you how exactly the financial plans are, working in the industry. There are softwares available for creating a financial plan, but are they good enough? No, they don't give customization. Softwares are basically generic, but personal finance is very personal. That's why it's called personal finance, right? It's not generic. My goals, my risk profiling will be different than yours. Everyone watching this video, each one of you all will have a different risk profile, different goals. Maybe my goal is to buy a farmhouse. Maybe your goal is to buy a car. Maybe somebody else's goal is to go for a vacation. And some people might have basic goals: child's education, child's marriage, etc. So based on all these things, a financial plan is constructed. You look at fundamental technical analysis, you look at asset allocation strategies, you look at behavioral finance, you analyze a couple of things, and then you curate a plan. And then you present that to the client. So financial planning in and all is a 6-step process. Using that, you create your financial plan project and try and pass it. After you have passed it, or otherwise, you can give the exam first and then come to the project. So either or, you have to pass financial plan and you have to pass the exam. But again, there is no order. If you want to take the exam first, take the exam. If you want to submit the project first, submit the project. Every alternate month, usually, a new financial plan case study comes up, which is shared with the students, with all those students who've passed all the 3 specialist exams and have claimed their specialist certificate. After claiming the specialist certificate, only then you can go ahead with this final level. Once you enroll for this final level, then only you will be eligible to go for the financial plan assessment. Then only you will be assigned one. Can you submit the financial plan in, let's say, multiple cycles? Let's say in one particular cycle. Cycle means every alternate month the plan comes out. That is called as a cycle, alternate month cycle of the project. Now let's say I submitted my plan in the month of January. January, let's say 2025. Now what happened is, because I submitted the plan, maybe I did it in a hurry or something like that, and I didn't clear it. I can again submit the plan, another plan that I can make in March probably, because it is in alternate months. But touch wood, our FPA or financial planning construction result or financial plan assessment results have been amazing. And I'm sure you all will learn things not only to pass the financial plan assessment project, but to apply all of those things practically. Because what we learn in theory is usually different in practical life, but whatever you learn here will be so much similar to practical life. That's about your final level. Or rather, that's about the project, that is financial plan assessment. Talking about exam quickly. So exam here is a little different than the specialist modules. I'm going to take you through what is the specialist module exam pattern like, and then I'm going to take you through what is the IFP exam pattern like. But after you complete the exam, what happens then? That is the journey that we need to discuss as well. First of all, understanding the exam pattern of specialist certification. Okay, so SPC, that is specialist certification. Investment planning, IPS, retirement and or rather risk and estate planning, and retirement planning, tax planning. We are going to discuss about the exam pattern of each one of this. Individually, each one of this individually is a 2 hours paper. Do you have this paper all in the same day? No. The exams are conducted every month. Let's say you gave your exam in Jan 2025 for IPS. Maybe after 3 months in April 2025, you would want to give risk, estate or retirement tax, whichsoever. So you can give your exams as and when you are ready for it. If you don't pass, you reattempt. That's how it works. So there are monthly exams. Each paper is for 2 hours. Let's say in Jan you gave IPS and you passed. In April you gave RPTP, which is again for 2 hours, that is risk and tax planning. And let's say you pass, then you move on to REPS, that is risk estate. There is no negative marking in these papers, and more importantly, there are only MCQs. Only MCQs, as in there is one question and 4 options to it. You just have to select the right option. The exams are conducted online. You can go to the center or give the exam sitting at your home as well. Anything is possible. I would always prefer and suggest to go to the center and give the exam, because just in case if there is some technical issue at your house, light cut, electricity cut or whatsoever, your connection goes off, how will you give the exam online? Right? So it's better to go to the center and give the exam. But if you're comfortable giving home and you know nothing can go wrong, you can give it through home as well, home proctored exams as well. Specialist exams, each exam is of 75 marks, which has 75 questions. That means each question is of 1 mark, which has either theory or numerical, either of it. You all can make notes of all of these. You all can pause the video and make a note of all of these whenever you all want to, and then just replay or again resume and watch ahead. So specialist exams has couple of things that are very important. 2 hours exam, 75 marks paper, 75 questions. Monthly exams conducted, MCQ based paper, no negative marking. One more very important thing about this is that I'm sure you all will have a question that what is the passing? So IPS 2 hours, REPS 2 hours, RPTP 2 hours. I'm sure the paper will be completed, okay? Because there's nothing that you have to write. You have to solve and then you all have to give the answers, or if it is theory, you have to think about the logics and accordingly give the answers. There is no fixed passing marks. It's not like if you get 50% and you pass. Nothing like that. Out of 75, how many people, let's say there are 10 people who gave the exam. Out of those 10 people, what is the average score that has come up like? Based on that average score, it will be decided where does your score lie, and accordingly it will be decided whether you pass or fail. For instance, 75 marks is the paper. Let's say the average scoring came about 60 marks. If you get 60 marks or above that, you pass the exam. But if you get 60 or less than that, you fail. So all the people giving the exam, how smart they are and how their paper is, going well or not, based on that also, and how is your conceptual clarity versus theirs, based on all of these things, it is decided whether you pass or fail. This is called as kind of a psychometric result pattern. So that's about your specialist certification exam pattern. Now, the exam pattern for IFP, that is the final level. IFP exam, that is the final level, is for 3 hours. Again, it has MCQs only, but there are, in total, there are 50 MCQs, which is divided in 2 parts, 25 questions. The entire paper is for 100 marks. This 100 marks in totality is divided in two parts. These are 25 questions of 25 marks and the other 25 questions. These 25 questions, part 1 is based on a case study. That means a comprehension is given to you. In that comprehension or below that comprehension, there are some questions which you all have to solve based on the comprehension. Like we had in our school colleges, there is this comprehension which is mentioned. Based on that, you have question 1, question 2. And based on this, meaning based on the question and looking at the case study, you have to solve your answers or solve your questions and get the right answer. So this is similar to what we had in our schools, colleges. We had the comprehension, English, Hindi, Marathi, we had it in all of these, Gujarati. But I'm not sure if all of you all had it, or whether you all can relate. But of course, the level is much higher. And this case study or these questions are based on a mixture of the entire specialist modules, including IPS, REPS, RPTP, including all these. Okay, RPTS actually. So based on these, your case study has 25 questions. No negative marking, MCQ based questions. Again, this has no negative marking. Now, the other 25 questions are majorly based on only theory, objective based questions. The case study can have theory plus numericals, but the other 25 questions, section 2, will only have theory. So that is about your basics of your final level. Now, here also the passing percentage is nothing like fixed. It really depends. Like here, it is a psychometric result. How many people are giving the exam, and based on that, what is your score? Based on that, you have your exam. Alright. So that's about your final exam. Once you clear your final exam, what is the step further? In order to understand that, or before we go that, I'm going to take you from the start till the end of how your journey is going to be like. But I hope it is clear so far. So this is the time where you pause the video, make a note of this, and then you resume and watch ahead. Now moving on further, we've understood that specialist certification is, having a different paper pattern, and IFP has a different paper pattern. Plus in IFP, there are 2 things to be passed. Even financial plan is to be passed and the exam is to be passed. After doing all these things, right, what is the next step to get the certificate of being a CFP or becoming the member with the board, right? So we are going to start discussing from the scratch. So the very first thing is that how does your journey start? So you register with us. Once you register with FPA, post that you register with FPSB when we tell you when do you have to register. Usually you should register after completing all your basics of time value of money class, and when you start the specialist module video recordings, that's when you should start that's when you should go and register with FPSB and get the books of the board, which if you go through us, usually there is a 50% discount on their books, on the books of FPSB. So you register with FPSB. Once you register with the FPSB, the next step is you get the books, you start studying, right? You attend all the lectures, specialist module lectures one by one. Right? One by one you attend these specialist lectures. Once you attend specialist lecture 1 or A, give the exam of A or B or C whatsoever. It can be or B or C whatsoever. That is investment, retirement or risk, either of it. Then go for the specialist module. Then again go for the exam. Let's say here you went with IPS, and then if you want to go with, let's say, risk and estate, so then you attend risk estate, give the exam of risk estate, right? That means you watch the video of risk estate and then give the exam of risk estate. Because you are going to go through the recordings, it's up to you which video you want to go through or which module you want to go through, right? Once you pass all the specialist modules and the specialist 3, once you pass all these, you claim your specialist certificate. Our admin team and doubt solving team is always there to help you with any queries regards to registration or exam booking or anything like that. Our admin team is always there to help you and seek their help, and they can help you register or book the exams or do anything and everything that you want in your process. The doubt solving team, on the other hand, will help you with your exam questions or doubts. All of the doubts that you have on the concepts, you don't understand any concept, you can ask the doubt solving team either on the WhatsApp or on a call or through an email. WhatsApp and call is much easier. After you clear everything, specialist certificate is what you enter into. Let's say you cleared all the exams, doubt solving helped you, doubt solving support is provided to you within a 48 hours policy. In fact, we also have 24 hour doubt solving chatbot. If you need a human touch, you can always contact the doubt solving team, and AI is also available. So we have both the options. Whatever you feel best, you can go ahead with that. Specialist certificate is what you enroll for. Once you get the specialist certificate by paying whatever the specialist certification fee is, then is when you enroll for your IFP. And then in IFP, you go with both of these, either with FPA first or exam first, whatever is your priority, whatever seems easier to you and convenient to you. Once you pass all of these exams, once you pass everything, you need to gain some experience. If you already have some experience in financial planning or finance industry, great. If you don't have an experience, okay, or what is the valid experience required, you need either a 1-year experience in a company which has CFP certification, or when I say which has CFP certification, meaning which is a CFP certification company, meaning the company who has somebody in the company at the management level who is a certified financial planner or is majorly into financial planning and wealth management. Such companies, financial planning and wealth management companies who come under 1-year certification, you can gain 1-year experience, get the certification of experience or letter of experience, and claim your CFP certificate. If you don't work with such companies, by the way, we provide you assistance or placement assistance of such companies also. But let's say if you go for another company which is a finance company, like an asset management company or some tax consultancy or anything like that, which is not a proper financial planning firm or wealth management firm, a 3 years experience is required. If you already have a prior 3 years experience, you can directly claim the certificate. But after pursuing CFP, you should have a 1-year experience or a 3-year experience of prior also will do. So 1 year prior is not allowed. 3 year prior experience, in particularly in finance, BFSI is okay. If you have a 3-year experience in accounting or so, it might not help you to directly claim the CFP certificate. You have passed all the exams, you can say that you are a CFP. But for you to write and become a member and write it with your name, like Yukti Gala CFP, you need that experience and then you claim the certification. So you need experience and you need to complete the ethics quiz, which is available in the FPSB portal itself. So FPA provides you a portal which has so many materials, your videos, your mock tests, for you to compulsorily give the mock test and pass it, only then you can give the main exams of CFP. So there are videos, there are time-based mock tests, there are Q&As, and there are so many other things in the portal. Plus, there is workbook that is provided by FPA. Okay, we provide a lot of other things that we're going to come to. But FPSB in general provides books, soft copies. This workbook is a hard copy, otherwise they provide soft copies, and they have a learning management system or portal. That learning management system or portal has all the material that you need to go through. So you have to buy the books from the board and accordingly study and go and give the exams. In that learning management system or portal itself, there is a quiz of ethics as well. Slowly and gradually you will come to know everything. This is a very first orientation video, so I don't want to burden you with so many things. With this, the entire journey of CFP certification is explained. I hope that is clear to you, but if you have any doubts or if you need any clarification in the process, you can get in touch with our admin team. The contact number of admin team is always available through your counselor. So make sure you get the admin and doubt solving contact from your counselor. And there are WhatsApp groups that you should be a part of, and there is a Telegram group that you should be a part of. So please make sure you join that. Apart from that, like I said, we provide you workbooks, mock tests, we provide placement assistance, there are practice questions, and LMS which provides you with the recordings and everything. Apart from all this, we also provide industry expert lectures, which are offline in Mumbai, but of course they are also, they are a hybrid mode. So if you are outside Mumbai, you can attend, or if you live outside Mumbai, you can check the videos online. Otherwise, or you can attend the class, industry expert class online. Otherwise, you can come to Mumbai and sit in, front of the industry expert. We have industry experts who are, either regular faces on televisions in all your ET Now and CNBC, etc. Apart from that, we also provide you with multiple engaging opportunities. We provide you with mock interviews if you need any. So these are a couple of things that we provide you to. So that's about what we provide. Couple of important links that you should be aware about. You should be following FPA India Instagram so that you get all the updates. You should be following again the LinkedIn so that you get again a lot of updates and practical knowledge, because there are so many posts that we make or post on finance which are very helpful. Then there is YouTube of FPA. There is that is Yukti Kala YouTube channel, which is again for CFP certification. There is no random content that I'm trying to put which is related to fashion or anything. It is majorly for finance and for the updates of CFP. And there is my Instagram again, where you will see short reels, where again you will see some interesting content on all of the concepts that are going on in the industry in finance majorly. Lastly, for this orientation video, we have Mr. Kirtan Shah as the CEO of the company and the co-founder. We have Mr. Vishal Gadda as the co-founder and CMO of the company. And we have Jaishank Gupta again, who is the co-founder of the company. Right? And we have multiple partners in the company. For example, for CFP certification, I am one of the partners. For CFA, we have somebody else called as Jitendra Peswani, and so on and so forth for all of our certifications. And we try and deliver the best to our students, and I hope you all are going to enjoy, and not only enjoy but of course try and pass all your exams. So if there is anything that you all have a doubt as, do reach out to the admin and doubt solving team. Do not just randomly take any step, always consult them. There is a study plan also that is provided to you on our LMS portal. How to use the LMS portal, there is a separate video to it. Where is that video? Please check with the admin team and you will get the answer. That's it from my end for this video. I will see you further with a lot of interesting concepts of finance, with a lot of practical examples and a couple of numericals that you're going to do together. Make sure that in the next video, when you all want to watch it, you all have FC200V of Casio. This is a calculator that you should have, and make sure you all have Excel sheet in front of you when you all are watching these videos. So watch it from your laptop and have the Excel sheet, or you can, keep multiple laptops or systems or tabs, up to you. But please have these ready. That's it. I will see you in the further videos. All the best. Thank you so much.